Back in Cleveland, LeBron James arrived for camp seeking an 8th straight trip to the NBA Finals and saying he got basketball fever, his words, even earlier this summer than usual. Among the topics he addressed during an extended press conference, the trade that sent Kyrie Irving to Boston and the trade request by Irving that shook things up.
The only thing I'm upset about is that he took a lot of the DNA and the blueprints now to Boston. That's the only thing I'm upset about, really. Other than that, I mean, I wish the kid great health. No, I don't have any advice for him now. I got no advice for him or any other people that's on any other team. No, listen, man, we trying to win a championship here. I don't have time to give advice to other guys. You're either with us or you're against us. So even if my son went to another team and we was playing against each other, I'm not giving him Nah, he can come home and eat dinner or something, but he get no advice from me. Anytime I'm able to, either be a free agent or my contract is ending, then I'll approach that, when the summer comes.
If I heard you correctly, when Joe asked you, he said that you plan on finishing your career here. Was that correct? Did I hear that? And so, if that's the case, then what is there really to decide next summer?
Well, at the end of the day, I have a contract, and I will fill out that obligation, which I've always done. And if you guys know me, I don't know if you know me as much, but I've always handled it in the most business-like way. I don't know, the fact that I come up here and talk about free agency lets me know where my game is. Does that make sense? If I wasn't that good, I don't think we'd be talking about it. I would love to have D-Wade a part of this team. I think he brings another championship DNA, a championship pedigree. It brings another playmaker to the team who can get guys involved, that can make plays, and also just has a great basketball mind.
Dwayne Wade, LeBron's old Miami teammate, of course, is available for the taking after a buyout agreement reached in Chicago over the weekend. So looking at this Cavs lineup, which eventually is going to include Isaiah Thomas, who came over in the Kyrie Irving trade, although the Cavs announced on Monday that his hip injury is likely going to keep him out until about January or so. That's the way the recovery is going right now. Derrick Rose is in the fold there, whether Wade is there or not. What are you looking for in the first couple of months out of this Cavaliers team? Another change in castmates for LeBron.
Yeah, they'll do well. I mean, if you have LeBron as your leader, he's proven.
It's a good start.
Yeah, he took Boobie Gibson and a bunch of other guys to the final, so they'll be fine. I just think they've got to find their defensive identity as a team. They've got to get better defensively. And I think they've got to find a little bit of the ability to play a little bit more free with the ball moving from side to side, getting more people involved. I think it was a little bit of my turn, your turn. LeBron had it, Kyrie to do a lot of ISO stuff. But I just think if they get a little more ball movement on the offensive end will help them. And just getting a defensive identity that they can bank on every single night to play a certain style defensively wise.
Yeah, I agree with that. It starts with the defense for Cleveland and building that identity. I also think they got some interesting offensive pieces, with Rose, and also, an emerging offensive player in Crowder. I think he's a very underrated talent in this league from an offensive standpoint, and I think LeBron can bring out the best in him in terms of using his offensive skills. They also, when you talk about the defensive identity in terms of now you can put Crowder out on the floor, J.R. Smith, Shumpert, also LeBron, then you got Green, Tristan Thompson. So you can be very versatile and guard the perimeter, guard the three-point line, and then you got size and rebounding. I think Cleveland's going to be a very interesting team to watch. I think Ty Lue definitely has a lot of strings to pull because the bench is very deep right now.
The new Cavalier general manager, Kobe Altman, came out of the summer in good shape because he was able to meet Kyrie Irving's trade request, come back with 2 first-round picks, including Brooklyn's in 2018. So they're prepared for the possibility if LeBron James decides to walk away next summer. But in the meantime, Golden State is the team they're worrying about more than anything, right? Have they gotten significantly better in a matchup with Golden State?
Yeah, I think so. If they can bring the best out of, if they can rejuvenate a Jeff Green, then they got Crowder. Now they got the pieces to match up on the perimeter defensively with a Golden State. You know, that you still got the Culvers and everyone else on the roster, but make no mistake about it, the difference in the Cleveland Golden State matchup last year was Kevin Durant. Yeah. They had no answer for Kevin Durant.
Right.
And right now, you still don't have an answer for Kevin Durant.
No one has an answer. You've got a better chance at an answer with Crowder there.
Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, Crowder's can body him a little bit. I think Crowder's not going to be afraid to rough him up, put a little fouls on him and stuff like that. You know, KD's so skilled and so long. You ask, have they closed the gap on Golden State? Well, they're twice as good as they were last year. They'll win 2 games. Instead of 4-1, it'll be 4-2. So they're twice as good. Yeah, I don't see them beating Golden State, you know, in a matchup. But I do like the fact they've got new pieces to throw out there. I think a big key to this is Isaiah Thomas. What does he come back as in January? And how long does it take him to get a rhythm?
If it's January.
If in January. And what's the team like when he comes back? It's always tough when you're a scorer and the team's playing really well, and you come back because he's not bringing you great defense, he's not bringing you great rebounding, you know. And like if you're a very a player that has a lot of versatility, like if I came back and everybody was just scoring their tail off, you'd rebound and do a bunch of other stuff just to kind of get back in the rhythm. You know, Isaiah Thomas helps you by scoring the ball, so we'll see what kind of rhythm Cleveland's in when he comes back.
You know, the question I also have is, will LeBron James have the emotional stamina to continue to be a leader, bring another group together, have the dinners, have the social engagements, continue to give of himself emotionally, physically? Does he still have that type of stamina to give to this team from a leadership standpoint? That's going to be interesting to watch also.
How about the physical stamina? He's been remarkably durable over this time to get them to 7 straight finals.
I was going to say, well, he's a horse. I mean, that guy literally, he is in great shape. He takes care of himself. He's so much bigger in person. Like, I remember the first time I was coaching him on the floor, he walked by me and I went like, ooh, we got some problems. He's as big as I am. But, you know, for him to take this team, and I think they will. I think they'll get to the finals. 8 straight years in the finals.
Unbelievable.
That really is unbelievable. And, you know, that's just a testament how good LeBron James is. And, you know, he's one of the best I've ever seen.
And, you know, when guys like yourself and me say it's unbelievable, and we're looking at him and we're saying, wow. I mean, it really is wow, right?
It is amazing.
It's not just, 8 straight finals. It's like, it's some crazy stuff that I can't really. Sometimes you need cuss words to really say
exactly
what you need.
Wanted to say.
Yeah,
don't use those.
But you can't use the curse words. But sometimes they just punctuate.
It was the same word that LeBron used earlier.
Exactly.
Right.
Crazy stuff.
Exactly right.